Governor Wike, who also reminded the people of Eche local government area that he has fulfilled his electoral promises to them, charged them to increase their support for his party.
How many votes do you even bring? No, you are connecting a campus of university free of charge. Now we are going to commission on the for road over to 30 kilometers. With how many votes? 10,000, 7,000 votes. We need something, but you won't go come out and give people the vote. When we make promise, we will fulfill the promise. That is so. You to come and fulfill your own promise. It's not only on one party. It will be two parties, me and you. The party, PDP and you. Don't listen to those body people. Those who cannot provide security for Nigeria. I see the killings every day now. I promise you of this chocolate to Igbo Road. You know why I've not awarded it? I want to sit down with you. We have to agree. To do that road for in that place to that, is it easy? So what do we need to pay the return? What would you do?
Also speaking, the former Vice Chancellor of the University of Port Harcourt, Professor Don Baridom, while flagging of the project, said the multi-campus system of the state-owned university will help solve the problems of inadequate infrastructure.
Establishment of satellite campuses of Rivers State University is expected to help solve the problems of carrying capacity, overcrowded classrooms, and inadequate hostel accommodations at the main campus. This has always been the major problems facing most universities in Nigeria as they struggle to grant access to more candidates who seek university education. As a former Vice Chancellor, I know the multiplier effect of running a multi-campus system that will stimulate economic development through even spread of educational opportunities. I'm particularly thrilled in Eche Heartland. This project will certainly be a catalyst for bringing accelerated development to the people who voted him into the executive office. I wish to personally appeal to the good people of Eche to generously protect this important project in their domain.
One Ogechukwu Okereke has been apprehended by members of the Rumaolu Security Planning and Advisory Committee in Obiakpo local government area of Rivers State for alleged fraud and crime in the area. General Commander of ROSPAC, Henry Inyebuchi Amadi, in an interview with Today FM Sandra Kenneth, revealed that Okereke has been on their trail after members of the community reported cases of robbery and theft carried out by him. He, however, noted that further investigations will be made to ascertain the number of persons involved in the acts.
We have in our custody here one Ogechi Okereke, who happens to be somebody who has been stealing for a couple of years now. He stole from a lady around Ramala houses, where he went into the woman's shop. Well, I'm urging the public to keep watch at people, even those that do business. This type of people are all over the place. They've been trying to frustrate business owners. This guy has been doing this for a very long time. He's somebody that has been on this type of act for donkey years. After now, I'll hand him over to the police for further investigation and prosecution.
The suspect, Okereke, admitted that the allegations against him were true.
It was February. I went to the lady's shop. Intentionally, I wanted to get something. Finally, suddenly, I forgot what I needed to buy. And I noticed there was a few money on the table, but I didn't know how I forced myself to collect them. After everything, I was now asking myself, why should I act like this? So it was today, the lady now grabbed me, that she remembered me. I mean, I couldn't remember how I took it. It is not my own. I don't understand how it's pushed. Don't.
The people of Uegwere community in Kana local government area of Rivers State have dismissed a report that the community is dominated by a particular cult group. The traditional ruler of Uegwere, Chief Raphael Ponne, who spoke on behalf of the people, also opposed to a meeting of 5 communities that make up Wabowe Kingdom convened by Chief Ganitoba, who he said does not have the right to summon a meeting. Chief Ponne said the community does not harbor cultists and also issued a 7-day ultimatum to Chief Ganitoba to withdraw his comments that some traditional rulers have questions to answer or face legal action.
Uegwere is not known for cultism and does not also harbor one. Under what platform is the Ganitoba inviting Uegwere people for a meeting? Is it the Menebua Bowe or Benemene Babe Kingdom? And so he does not have the authority to invite Uegwere people for a meeting whatsoever. We give him 7 days ultimatum to revise the said statement. Failure to act, we shall institute a legal suit against him.
Today, FM gathered that the latest killings in Ogoni area, which happened over the weekend, claimed the life of 7 people, 6 of which were killed in Kani community, while 1 was killed in Lumene Banga community. According to a senior police officer, detectives at Bori Division arrested 2 suspected cult leaders allegedly involved in the killings in the area, who they said entered the communities with a motorcycle. The special assistant to the sole administrator of the Niger Delta Development Commission, Udensi Eradiri, has reiterated that a substantive board of the commission cannot be set up until the forensic audit is completed. Eradiri, who said this while speaking during a television interview, advised protesting youth from the region to channel their energy to more productive issues. He also cautioned them against threatening oil companies in the region, insisting that the money used for the development of the region comes mainly from the oil companies.
If there are circumstances, the Constitution says the President shall appoint in acting capacity pending the constitution of the body. There is an issue. And so the President has exercised that right of appointing a management team. There's no vacuum in the NDDC. We are appealing to the youths of the Niger Delta to exercise patience. That Senator Godswill Akpabio, the Minister for Niger Delta, means well. Barrister Effiong Akwa is doing a lot to better the lives of the Niger Delta people. A statement came out the other day asking oil companies to leave. Come on, we are having issues with the NDDC where federal government have not been able to live up to its obligation in terms of its statutory allocation to the NDDC to the tune of over 3 trillion. They are owing the NDDC. They have not paid. It is the remittance from the IOCs that the NDDC is using to do the projects that we can see today. So if you come up with a statement to say IOCs should leave the region, come on, it is the same region we are saying that we need IOCs to come in so that the economy can enough to employ young people.
Recall that some youths in the region have been carrying out protests in different offices of the NDDC, calling for the setting up of a substantive board of the commission. There are indications that the governors of the southeastern region may not be in tandem with the report by the Nigerian police force that the killers of former presidential aide Ahmed Gulak in Imo State are members of the proscribed indigenous people of Biafra. The chairman of the forum and governor of Ebonyi State, Dave Umayu, said this on live television, added that the southeastern governors are not aware that the police has apprehended the killers of Ahmed Gulak. On the statement by the Imo State Governor, Hope Uzodinma, that the murder of the former presidential aide is political, Governor Umahi said Governor Uzodinma has a right to form his opinion.
When you are confronted with a problem, you probably have, a number of, opinions. It doesn't make that opinion, if he said so, the right opinion or the wrong opinion. But the most important, point is that he has directed the security agencies, to swing into action, to unravel the killers. That is the most important aspect of it. He could form an opinion and is entitled to form an opinion, but the opinion is not superior to his directive to the security agency. How do we, come to such a conclusion when even the governor of Imo State, where it happened, didn't come up with such opinion? The opinion of governor of Imo State is very clear, and our directives and our intentions and our positions are also very clear. We want the police to do their job. If police had done some killings, it's not to acknowledge. And even if it comes to acknowledge, we are not police people. We don't do security work.
President Muhammadu Buhari has forwarded the name of Major General Farouk Yahaya to the Senate for screening and confirmation for appointment as the Chief of Army Staff. Senate President Ahmad Lawan read President Buhari's letter of request at plenary. President Buhari had named the Major General Yahaya of Course 37 as the acting Chief of Army Staff following the demise of Lieutenant General Ibrahim Attairu in a plane crash in Kaduna. The Speaker of the House of Representatives, Femi Gbajabiamila, has faulted the 1999 Constitution, calling for an amendment by the National Assembly. The Speaker, who spoke in Lagos during the public hearing on the review of the Nigerian Constitution, said the National Assembly could only achieve the task after getting the inputs and support of the citizens. While noting that the document failed to address some critical national questions confronting the country, Gbajabiamila said that there was an urgent need for the legislature to amend it.
Our constitution falls short of this. standard because the 1999 Constitution is the product of a hurried national compromise that we entered into 2 decades ago in order to ensure that the military returned to the barracks and that we returned to democratic government. It was always the intention that we will one day, as one people and one nation, return to amend this document so that it gives voice to the yearnings of the Nigerian people and sets out in clear detail how we intend to achieve the shared ambitions of our nationhood. Providence has cast upon the 9th National Assembly the responsibility to write such a constitution for the Nigerian people. Yes, there is no perfect document, but we need a near-perfect constitution in Nigeria.
You are listening to the World News at 7 on Today95.1 FM, Voice of the People. After this break, more news, foreign and sports stories. Please do stay tuned.
Every day, every hour, when the big stories break, depend on our 24-hour news team to bring you the latest. Today, 95.1 FM.
Talk radio. I listen to a lot of talk radio.
95.1 FM. 95.1 FM. Voice of the People.
And we're back.
Thank you for staying tuned to the World News at 7 on Today 95.1 FM, Voice of the People. Welcome back now to the rest of the bulletin. President Muhammadu Buhari has assured that his administration has no third-term agenda and will do its best to ensure elections hold across the country despite increasing violence. The president made the comment after receiving the chairman of the Independent National Electoral Commission, Professor Mahmood Yakubu, and other electoral commissioners at the State House in Abuja. The assurance follows the recent attacks on INEC offices across the country in recent time. The president said those behind the attacks on critical national infrastructure are those who are plotting for the failure of his administration. He, however, warned that such persons will soon have the shock of their lives. A renowned real estate success strategist, Aloy China, otherwise known as the Mayor of Housing, has introduced a new real estate model called social funding that can provide house ownership for an average worker in Nigeria. The Mayor of Housing made this known during an event in Port Harcourt, where he added that the formula has the capacity to provide houses for at least 70% of Nigerians. China added that there is security collateral of a plot of land for investors that is tailored as a cooperative society.
We've developed a housing solution model called social funding, where we 2 million naira or 4 million naira one-time total cash payment. An average workplace professional in Nigeria can own a smart duplex with a rooftop private swimming pool and a BQ in a luxury highbrow area of any of the major city centers we are in, with a one-time payment leveraging on social funding. Social funding is a new creation we created to leverage. It is better than mortgage, better than crowdfunding, it's better than network marketing, and it's more secured with a cashback guarantee and a collateral of a plot. Yes, it is a way of bringing housing to the less privileged. In fact, social funding has got a potential to allow 70% of Nigerians that are working or earning or in business own family-friendly. But gradually, the education system we have put in place is educating people, and word of mouth is carrying that education. With time, that challenge will no longer be there.
Some participants at the event who won car gifts expressed gratitude to the Mayor of Housing for the innovation.
I feel as if I'm in another world where everything seems strange and uncertain to me. I really cannot comprehend what is happening to me right now. God is faithful. I want to appreciate the Mayor of Housing for God to have given such a wonderful concept to reduce stress for us.
Getting to and through the strategies, social funding and everything, I think is perfect for me. Yeah, it's an excellent. I said earlier, not just for me, but for my women quit.
Well, it's great. It is a sign that Africa is coming to realize what they ought to do. Well, by the grace of God, I think I need to think about it. Well, all I want to say is that everyone should start thinking about this, because it is a lifetime thing. So in case you relocate to anywhere, the possibility of renting a house is there.
Well, it's about having every Nigerian be able to own a house, because the average Nigerian can afford to buy a house of 85 million. The social funding model, where as low as 2 million naira, you can pay 2 million naira and own a house.
On the foreign scene, gunmen have attacked and wounded Uganda's transport minister and former army commander General Katumba Wamala, killing his daughter and driver. Witnesses say men on motorbikes fired several shots at their vehicle near their home in the capital, Kampala. Uganda's president has said they already have clues to the killers, who he described as pigs and terrorists. In the meantime, soldiers are guarding the hospital where General Wamala is being treated for non-life-threatening injuries. He is regarded as one of Uganda's most respected politicians and military men. The World Health Organization has approved the Sinovac COVID-19 vaccine for emergency use, which is the second Chinese jab to receive the WHO's recommendation. The United Nations Health Agency disclosed this in a statement. According to the statement, WHO validated the Sinovac CoronaVac COVID-19 vaccine for emergency use, giving countries, funders, procuring agencies, and communities the assurance that it meets international standards for safety, efficacy, and manufacturing. In sports, Real Madrid has announced that Carlo Ancelotti will return to the club as coach for the next 3 seasons. This follows the resignation of the former coach Zinedine Zidane last week. The 61-year-old Italian, who won the Champions League for Real Madrid during his first spell at the club between 2013 and 2015, will sign his new deal and be presented to the media today. Ancelotti joined Everton in December 2019 and thanked the English club and his fans for the tremendous support they have all given him. In the world of entertainment, American rap artist Doshawn Robertson, popularly known as Lil Loaded, has died at the age of 20. The Dallas County Medical Examiner's Office, which confirmed the report, however, did not reveal the cause of his death. Meanwhile, Lil Loaded's attorney, Ashkan Mariari, told newsmen that he committed suicide. To end the news, here's a summary of the major stories. The Rivers State government has flagged off the construction of the HA campus of the Rivers State University. The management of the NDDC has insisted on completing the ongoing forensic audit of the commission without a substantive vote, despite protests by Niger Delta youths. We also told you that President Muhammadu Buhari has assured of his commitment to organize the 2023 general elections despite attacks on INEC offices across the country. On the foreign scene, you heard that gunmen have attacked Uganda's Transport Minister, General Katumba Wamala, leaving his daughter and driver dead. That was the news that's edited by Chinedi Iwuna. For comments and inquiries, please call 0818-389-2850. Send your emails to news@todayfmlive.com. You can also read our stories on www.todayfmlive.com. Do not forget, take responsibility. Wash your hands on the regular with soap on the running water. Alternatively, have with you at all times alcohol-based hand sanitizers. Avoid touching your face and eye contact surfaces to prevent the spread of coronavirus. Good morning, I am Kala Da Kurubatabo. Stay tuned. Interesting programs lined up for your listening pleasure.
Today's news, today's entertainment, today's sports, today's issues. Today on Today 95.1 FM, Port Harcourt.
You can never plan the future by the past. He who has a right to live can bear almost anyhow. Lost time is never found again. It is the province of knowledge to speak, and it is the privilege of wisdom to listen. I don't take life too seriously. You'll never get out of it alive. Educating the mind without educating the heart is no education at all. In the end. It is not the years in your life that counts. It is the life in your years. Make it count with us. Make it count with us at Today 95.1 FM. 95.1 FM.
Ladies and gentlemen, may I have your attention, please?
This president's failed. It's about the future of this country. We're going to take it back. We're going to take it back.
You asked us to vote you into that position so you can bring about that
solution.
So when you vote me, then you sleep. Let me see if I can take another phone call. Hello, Today 95.1 FM. Good morning.
What makes a policeman to be able to feed is the gun he's holding. They use their gun to extort money from people.
Good morning. What's your name and where are you calling from?
No longer news that we are truly
the voice of the people.
Am I not a slave in Nigeria?
I refuse if you're a slave.
Let's not get to that now. So the Nigerian Prop is philosophical.
You spot the difference now? I am a proud Nigerian. I have been placed here by God for a time such as this.
At my back, I ain't coming back.
The degradation, challenges, and problems faced by Nigeria are the perfect backdrop for me to develop and utilize my God-given potential.
I will not complain. I will not criticize. Rather, I will use my skills, gifts, relationships,
and experience to find long-lasting and revolutionary solutions to the many challenges confronting Nigeria.
Nigeria will rise again.
Because I am here, I will leave this nation
a better place than I met it. I will work to make Nigeria a praise on the earth.
I will work to make Nigeria a praise on the earth. So help me God.
Let me tell you how I got this far.
This message is brought to you by Today95.1 FM, Voice of the People. This message is brought to you by Today95.1 FM, Voice of the People. This message, Voice of the People.
If you don't have money, mama, if you don't drive cars, mama, cause she's all about the money, cause she's all about the money, so balawa home at so balawa home at so balawa home at
She said I want Gucci for coochie, cash for the ash, cootie for the booties. See my man a heavy duty, and I get money like 50. I run the city like Louis Pretty. I'm pretty city people glitterati. I'm only interested in the one who runs the show. Like I like Peter and Paul, but I will do T-Joe. Kelly Handsome is handsome. I tell him when I see him, but if I want a man, it will be Cat K or D1. She said, what you driving, baby boy? Cause an end of discussion will signal end of discussion. 7 Series, if you serious, you can get this girl delirious. If you got them diamond earrings, you can have the clothes I'm wearing. I'm into governors, senators, ambassadors, oil big boys, cause they always showing cash at us. Stacking that bread before my back is on your bed. And I'm good in the sack, is why they always holler back like,
if you don't drive cars, mama, cause she's all about the money, cause she's all about the money, so balawa home at so balawa home at so balawa home at
she said, call me a hustler. You can be my customer. Pull up in an X5 and nobody can question ya. Dolce & Gabbana, Cuba, Havana, Cigarra. You need Naira, you need dollar. 2009 Impala, pop your collar. Where your Zara designer, there's no more drama. I want the big boys, Donald Duke, Barack Obama. Yara do a good luck. See, I want the Presido. Like I got types, I need a man to make me glow. She said, I like Jim Ike, but Dangote is better yet. I like first class seats, but I prefer a private jet. And I don't need a dude whose bank account is very large. I want the man who owns the bank, the head nigga in charge. I'm into tycoons, CEOs, very rich. I'm a high brand chick, I'm an island chick. How I cruise, see the swag, Jimmy Choo's, Fendi bag. I'm an oil rigs chick, not a Mr.
if
Biggs
you
chick.
don't have money, mama, if you don't drive cars, mama, cause she's all about the money, cause she's all about the money, so balawa home at so balawa home at so balawa home at
Bristol girl, she's a crystal scale. She's making those connects like a Cisco girl. She cops what she sees, lot of stops overseas. She's in Oxford Street and she shops for a week. She's VIP, don't need IV, just CID. She's B.I.G. Paparazzi wanna see her, young girls wanna be her. She's a star cause she's got Mama used to tell her, all you've got is pride. A shower, not a shower, no matter what you drive. Don't spend your life to buy money, cause you can't spend money to buy life. Mama used to say, baby, you are who you are. No matter how fast your money or your car. Don't spend your life to buy money, cause you can't spend money to buy life.
If you don't talk money, I'ma don't show up. If you don't drive cars, I'ma don't show up. Cause she's all about the money. She's all about the money. Cause she's all about the money. She's all about the money. So bala wa ho ma tele. So bala wa ho ma tele. So bala wa. So bala wa.
This is Today 95.1 FM, Port Harcourt, voice of the people.
Let's talk football. Let's talk football.
What a devastating strike!
Football is a leisure game.
Sports is actually my job.
Football is boring.
That's not true. It's way more important than that.
What a wonderful goal! Fantastic strike!
As far as I'm concerned, sports is all about passion.
Sports Attack, weekdays 7:30 a.m. and today's Sports Live 3 p.m. weekends 1 p.m. to 6 p.m.
For all you need to know in the world of sports, leave the dial on Today 95.1 FM.
For the latest and trending sports stories, always listen to Sports Attack on Today 95.1 FM, Port Harcourt. My name is Adekunle Oduayo, Nigerian first ever world silver medalist in wrestling.
A very good morning to you all out there. Welcome to the midweek edition of Sports Attack on your premium news talk and sports radio station. Today, 95.1 FM right here in the Garden City of Port Harcourt. It's Wednesday, the 2nd day of June, 2021. To God be the glory. Emeka Dina is my name, the Odogu One of Sports. And of course, I'm here to serve you your favorite breakfast sports show, just the way you like it. On the show this morning, I've got exciting stories from table tennis, gymnastics, athletics, hockey, boxing, and plenty of football. Don't go anywhere. The show will be right back after this timeout.
Hi everyone, my name is Ese Brume, Commonwealth and African long jump champion. You're listening to Sports Attack on Today 95.1 FM, Port Harcourt. Don't touch that dial.
Don't touch that dial. Let's get the show started this morning from athletics, where Nigeria's only individual Olympic gold medalist, Chioma Ajunwa, believes Ese Brume can follow her footsteps and win women's long jump gold medal at the Tokyo 2020 Olympics. Now, over the weekend, Brume broke Ajunwa's 25-year-old African long jump record, and the Olympic champion is delighted someone has finally surpassed her feat.
When I grant interview to people and they ask me, you are happy, your record has stayed, I say I'm not happy because it's exposing our inability. I am so happy and I can now beat my chest and say yes. All the work that other young athletes have been putting in, it has really come to show that yes, they've been working. And I believe that it will not take too long. We see some other people that will be breaking other records.
All right, Ajunwa is also confident that if Ese Brume repeats her performance at the weekend at the Tokyo 2020 Games, it will result to a gold medal for the Delta State-born jumper.
And she has to calm down and just go back and do a little training for build-up so that she can stay informed till the time of the Olympics. I believe she can better it or she can repeat it. And once she does that, that is an Olympic goal.
All right, the three-time African champion Brume left a distance of 7.17 meters at the Chula Vista Field Festival in California to break the 7.12 meter record set by Ajunwa on her way to winning gold at the Atlanta 1996 Olympic Games. Brume's 7.17 meters time distance is the world lead in the women's long jump event this year. To hockey we go. We are erstwhile board member of the Nigeria Hockey Federation. Arthur Jumbo says his vision is to return the game of hockey to the schools as a means of growing and developing the sport. The former chairman of the River State Hockey Association stated this in a recent interview with journalists in Port Harcourt. Now, the ex-national team star who was at the Edo 2020 National Sports Festival in Benin admitted that the standard of hockey has dropped in the country, adding that the coaches also need improvement to raise the level of the sport at the grassroots.
I have this vision, and I think this is the time, we want to go back to schools. There's no way you can make any sports, not just hockey alone, even football. If you want to make it popular, you have to go back to the schools. We will go back to the schools. For now, to be frank, I went to Edo and I watched some of the matches they had there, I think it was there about 2 months back. It was below standard, to be frank. People were saying the COVID, people were not training. I said, look, even me, I'm over 50. I stopped playing active hockey like 20-something years back. But I still have my skills there. I don't need to even brush up anything again because the skills are there. You understand? I play masters for Nigeria. And the skills, it's just the stamina, that you won't really have. But the skills are still there. But I found out that our people they are no more displaying these skills. So we really need to go back, and encourage probably our coaches. They need encouragement. So we need to go back to schools, then get people encouraged to go back, to schools to train these children.
All right, one thing that usually scares players away from the sport is the high cost of the hockey stick. But Jumbo disclosed his plans to get the sticks at an affordable rate abroad in partnership with potential sponsors.
I found out, look, for you to get a good hockey stick, it's close to 20,000 naira now. But do you know what? I got this contact in Pakistan. You can make hockey sticks there. Direct, they will make hockey stick for you. They will fix your name on it, and it's quite cheap. You get like 7,000 naira get into Nigeria. So why can't we get about 200, 300 hockey sticks from Pakistan down here? With a customized one, probably with Mabicel, or with Swiss Hotel International, that kind of thing. So we are going to still talk, more with Mabicel and some other sponsors to really come help us. But we need to go back to schools.
Very, very important to go back to the schools. Dr. Jumbo, former board member of the Nigeria Hockey Federation, speaking right there. Elsewhere in gymnastics, the Minister of Youth and Sport Development, Sunday Dare, has assured support to Uche Eke, Nigeria's first Olympic Games gymnast. Now, Dare made the promise during the athletes' call at the minister's office in Abuja. The minister, who has shown tremendous support towards all Nigerian athletes who have qualified for the upcoming Olympics, says Uche will not be treated otherwise. Quoting the minister, he says, "We are taking over your preparations for the Olympics to ensure podium success." That's what Sunday Dare said right there. Uche Eke is a 23-year-old US-based graduate. He qualified for Tokyo after winning bronze medal all-round title at the Continental Championships in artistic and trampoline gymnastics in Cairo, Egypt. He will be the first Nigerian gymnast to compete at the Tokyo Olympic Games holding this year. In table tennis, the International Table Tennis Federation, ITTF, have confirmed the eventual qualification of Nigeria's Aruna Quadri for the rescheduled Tokyo 2020 Olympic Games in Japan. According to a letter addressed to the President of the Nigeria Olympic Committee, NOC, and President of the Nigeria Table Tennis Federation, NTTF, and signed by the ITTF Competition Director, Gabor Felegi, Aruna, who is the first African in history of the Olympic Games to make it to the quarterfinal stage of the singles event, is expected to join 85 others across the world to compete in the men's singles event at Tokyo Olympic Games next month. Now, the letter is quoted as saying, "It is with great pleasure I advise the qualification of Quadri Aruna to compete in the table tennis men's singles event at the Tokyo 2020 Olympic Games on the basis of world ranking allocation, according to the June 2021 ITTF Olympic qualification ranking." End of quote right there. He, however, stated that the NOC is expected to confirm Aruna's participation on or before June 16. With this development, Aruna will be making his third appearance at the Olympic Games, having featured in London 2012 and Rio 2016, and he will be joining his compatriots Olajide Omotayo, Olufunke Oshonaike, and of course Edem Ofion to compete in the singles event in Tokyo. From table, let's go to the court and talk tennis, where world number one Ashley Barty came through an injury scare to avoid a shock in the French Open first round against the American Bernarda Pera. Now, Batty, whose solitary Grand Slam title came in Paris in 2019, took the first set but needed lengthy treatment on her left leg after losing the second. However, the Australian, who missed the tournament last year due to concerns over COVID-19, recovered to beat world number 70 Pera 6-4, 3-6, 6-2. Let's hear from Ashley Batty.
It's so special to be back. I was disappointed not to be able to play last year, but this court is incredible for me. It's very close to my heart, and it's very nice to be able to play here in front of some fans. You guys make it so much more enjoyable for us as players, so thank you very much. I just keep fighting, just keep trying and stay in the match as long as possible, and you never know. And I was able to build a little bit more pressure in that third set, which was important, but of course Bernarda played an incredible match, and it was just nice to be back out on this beautiful court, and hopefully I get another opportunity in a couple of days.
Elsewhere, fifth seed Elina Svitolina survived the second set fight to beat teenage debutant Ocean Babel 6-2, 7-5. Let's hear from an excited Svitolina.
I was really happy to play today on this court. It's always very special to play the opening match on Philippe Chatrier court, and it's nice weather. It's fans, in the stadium, so it's extra special for me to get a win today.
All right, Elina Svitolina will next meet Ann Lee in round 2 after the American thrashed Russia's Margarita Gasparian 6-love, 6-1. Now, with second seed Naomi Osaka withdrawing from the tournament after the controversy over her refusal to speak to the post-match media, Batty is guaranteed to remain top of the world rankings regardless of results at Roland Garros. Australian Open finalist Jennifer Brady beat Anastasia Sevastova 6-3, 6-3, while Greek 17th seed Maria Sakkari defeated Ukraine's Katarina Zavaska 6-4, 6-1. And in the meantime, two-time Grand Slam champion Petra Kvitova has withdrawn from the French Open because of a freak injury she sustained during her post-match media duties. Now, the Czech said she fell after Sunday's first-round win over Grit Minen. Her second-round opponent, Elina Vesnina, will receive a bye to the last 32. In the men's event, Rafael Nadal started his quest for a 14th French Open title with the straight-set defeat of Alexei Popyrin yesterday. The defending champion will face Richard Gasquet in the second round after a 6-3, 6-2, 7-6 victory over powerful Australian Popyrin on court Philippe Chatrier yesterday. Nadal, eyeing his record 21st Grand Slam title, saved 2 set points in the third set as Popyrin gave a demonstration of his promise. But the world number 3 finished off the job in 2 hours and 23 minutes on a glorious day in Paris. Here's Nadal expressing satisfaction after coming through a tough battle with Popyrin.
The beginning of the match had been very tough too. He was playing bombs all the time, and his serve was huge. And under these warm and fast conditions, it's always difficult. He's young, and the speed of his ball is just incredible. He's fast running, and when he hit the ball, is every time going for the highest power possible. So have been a tough match. I was lucky to win that third set. I don't know how, but I found a way, so super happy. Yeah.
All right, that was Rafael Nadal. Meanwhile, world number 1 Novak Djokovic is through to the second round after defeating American Tennis Sangren in straight set 6-2, 6-4, 6-2 in the first ever night match at court Philippe Chatrier yesterday. Of course, Russian 7th seed Andrei Rublev is out after losing in 5 sets to German world number 42 Jan-Lennart Struff. Rublev's defeat means there is one fewer obstacle for Nadal in his side of the draw, as the Spaniard seeks to set an outright record for major singles titles, a record he shares with Roger Federer at present. Now, French 14th seed Guy Monfils fought back to win 1-6, 7-6, 6-4, 6-4 against Spain's Albert Ramos Vinoyas, leading to jubilant celebrations between the popular player and the small number of home fans who were allowed in. And elsewhere, Russian 24th seed Aslan Karasev started with a win as he looks to back up his startling run at the Australian Open semi-finals on his Grand Slam debut earlier this year. The 27-year-old earned a 6-3, 6-4, 6-4 victory over American world number 163 Jensen Brooksby. And of course, that's all on the French Open. Let's quickly go to boxing, where Logan Paul will shock the world when he shares the ring with Floyd Mayweather. Floyd Mayweather, as the YouTuber, has a surprising punch power. That's according to his former trainer, Shannon Briggs. The social media sensation faces Mayweather, a 5-weight world champion, in their exhibition bout at the Hard Rock Stadium in Miami Gardens on Sunday night. Now, Briggs insists that Paul's boxing skills should not be dismissed and had predicted that the 26-year-old will trade punches with one of the sport's biggest stars. Quoting Briggs, he said, "Logan, he's a good guy. He's going to shock the world." Now, you know that. You know what? Keep your eyes on this guy. From having trained him and saying this, you're going to fight Floyd Mayweather one day. Now, he looked at me and I said, you are going to fight Floyd Mayweather one day. For this to be happening, I am telling you, I kid you not. I said it, it's happening, and I felt his power before. Listen to me, he can hit. I'm telling you, the boy can hit. Be careful, this might not be what you all think it is. The boy can hit. Shannon Briggs speaking right there ahead of that exhibition bout between Floyd Mayweather Jr. and Logan Paul. That's all on Other Sports this morning. We'll go on a quick break. When we come back, it's time to serve you all the big football stories you've been waiting for. Don't go anywhere. The show will be right back after this timeout. All right, time to talk football on the show. First port of call will be the MPFL, and we'll start from the home front here, where Rivers United coach Stanley Aguma says the pride of Rivers are still focused on winning the Nigeria Professional Football League title this season, despite a disappointing 1-1 draw against struggling Wiki Tourists at home on Monday. Stephen Gope scored against his former club after just 4 minutes to put Wiki Tourists ahead, with substitute Malakai Ohaume leveling for Aguma's side in the final minute of additional time to rescue a point for Rivers United at the Adokia Amesimaka Stadium here in Port Harcourt. Now, it is only the second time United have dropped points at home this season after drawing goalless with Abia Warriors a week earlier.
We have great plans. We are still focused. This draw will not, it's not going to affect us. It's not going to demoralize the team. We're still working very hard because we can pick points away. We can recover these ones away from home. So it's we are very positive that we can see pick points and then continue with the chase, the title chase.
Up next for Rivers United is the match day 25 encounter in the way against Heartland on Sunday, and the Goma is looking forward to a tough encounter against the Naze Millionaires.
Yeah, of course, it's a local derby. Anything can happen. We are preparing to go and play Heartland, believing that yes, we can pick points from Owerri if we put up a good effort, make good fight. So we are not going to allow today's result to affect our morale. I think we have to psych ourselves up and then ensure that we're in a better mood to play, because it's always a derby and you expect a very tough game.
Meanwhile, striker Sunday Adetunji has told Sports Attack he joined Rivers United because of the club's goals and target. The former Eyimba forward joined the Port Harcourt side in the mid-season transfer window after a brief spell with Plateau United earlier this season. He has since scored 2 goals for Stanley Aguma's side, who he believes can win the MPFL this season.
Rivers United, they have a target, they set a goals, understand, and they make me understand this is the plan, and which I'm okay with. That was why I have to just encourage the move, and I have to come down here.
Do you think the team can still win the league this season?
Yeah, very sure. Now you can see we drew at home, so our focus now is our next game. So how we can get the maximum 3 points away from here. So that's our target now.
Elsewhere, Abia Warriors coach Imama Amapakabo has revealed the reasons why his team struggled at the beginning of the season. The Umuahia-based MPFL side lost their first 4 matches and drew the next 3, going 7 matches without the win at the start of the season. But the former Rangers coach was able to turn things around with the club going 8 matches unbeaten at some point this season, including impressive 4-1 wins against Kano Pillars, Sunshine Stars and Warriors, finishing the first round of the season with the most goals scored by any team. That's the 31. According to Amapakabo, his players needed time to understand his playing philosophy and methodology, hence their poor starts.
At the beginning of the season, I said I was among a very few coaches. I don't know if we're about 3 that are coming to join a team for the first time. And I believe every other team had a head start over us in terms of having their managers with them or their head coaches with them. So, I was coming to a team. I needed to bring my philosophy to play. I needed to also, my methodology of training and all were a bit challenging. And we started, the season. And it was difficult for us. Like, we had our first win in the 8th week of the league. But then the questions I asked myself over this period was it that we were doing right? And every time I posted this question to myself, the thing is that my players were getting there, doing well from the offensive third to the from the offensive first to the third. But our problem was being that of converting the chances in front of goal. So the big question was, were they lacking in self-belief? Were we doing things, technically not right? Were we not applying the right skill?
All right, in an exclusive interview on our sister sports show, Today Sports Live, the former Super Eagles assistant coach also thanked the management of Abia Warriors for keeping faith in him despite the initial poor results.
And I think kudos also to my management, my chairman and everybody. They also supported us. They knew they saw what we were trying to paint, and appreciated it, and gave me the ample opportunity, believed in what I was doing, and let me be. Because very much unlike most other clubs, they would have, they would have been up to bring the hammer up, even when the 3 matches ultimatum came up. And I said it, that I said that the management needed to react because they have people that are their sponsors, and they just can't keep their hands quietly and just look at things going wrong and they don't react. And so they have to do something to show to the world that yes, they are also concerned about the happenings around the team. It's unprecedented, a team to have won its first 4 games, to have won its next 3 games. And by the end of the first round, they are still the team that has scored the highest number of games.
All right, Imama Mapakabo, coach of Abia Warriors, right there. There will be one rescheduled game in the MPFL today, and it's between Enyimba and Lobby Stars at the Enyimba International Stadium in Aba. Kickoff is by 4 p.m. right there. Let's go to the camp of the Super Eagles, where 18 players have hit camp, in Austria ahead of the international friendly matches against the Indomitable Lions of Cameroon. The Super Eagles will face the Indomitable Lions in the first friendly on Friday at the Stadium Vajna Neustadt in Vienna, and the second game will hold at the same venue next week, Tuesday. Now, vice captain of the team, William Troost Ekong, and Leicester City midfielder Wilfred Ndidi arrived the team's camp on Monday. But the other players, of course, the likes of Kelechi Iheanacho, Ginekaro Etebo, Abraham Marcos, Anna Yewala, Shehu Abdullahi, John Noble, and assistant coach Aloy Ago arrived the team's camp from Nigeria yesterday morning. And the Napoli forward, Victor Osimhen, Semi Ajayi, Olaino, Simi Wanko, and Tyrone Ebue have all pulled out of the friendlies. Now, the Eagles had their first training session yesterday evening with all 18 players involved. Coach of the side, Gernot Ross, spoke after the training section. Let's hear from him.
It was okay. We had 18 players this afternoon. Some of them were traveling in the night, so we were very careful. We don't want to have any injuries. We will be 20 only tomorrow because still 2 other players will arrive, Onwachu and Ahmed Musa. So we will be 20, and we will try to have a good team with these 20 players. Cameroon has 26, and for the 2 games I hope no injury. The training session was okay. The conditions are good grass, good weather, not too hot, and I think we can prepare well here in Austria our friendlies against Cameroon.
All right, with about 11 players withdrawing from the friendly matches, Ross said it's an opportunity for new players to prove themselves in the team.
It is a test match. You see that so many players are not here, and it's an opportunity for us to try other players, to see new faces, and they will have the chance to show something. It's always important to prepare well the World Cup. It's the last opportunity now to test and to do something to prepare well our World Cup qualifiers against Liberia and Cape Verde. So we must use this opportunity to be ready and to have a good complicity in the team.
All right, Super Eagles coach Gernot Ross right there. Let's look at the players in camp. Maduka Okoye, Francis Uzoho, John Noble of Enyimba. And we also have the vice captain of the side, William Troost Ekong, Alex Iwobi, Shehu Abdullahi, Wilfred Ndidi, Kelechi Iheanacho, the one we love to call the senior man, Chidozie Awazim, Jamilu Collins, Etebo Ginekaro, Valentine also one for Anna Yoiwal of Enyimba, not forgetting Abraham Marcos, Terry Murphy, Peter Olayinka, and Samson Tijani, the former under-17 captain. Elsewhere, former Super Eagles captain John Obi Mikel has spent a 1-year contract extension with Stoke City, furthering his stay at the club till the summer of 2022. Mikel linked up with Stoke City last summer after severing ties with the Turkish side Trabzonspor. The 34-year-old played 41 times for the Potters in the 2020/21 season. The club made the decision to trigger the option to activate the midfielder's contract by 1 more year, following his impressive displays during the campaign. Quoting a statement from the club, it says, contract extensions have been activated to retain the services of defender James Chester and midfielder John Obi Mikel. Now, Mikel, who won a Champions League and 2 Premier League titles with Chelsea, regularly captained Stoke City last season. And to the Premier League proper we go, where Manchester City defender Ruben Diaz is bidding to complete a Player of the Year double after being nominated for the Premier League's award for the 2020/21 season. Diaz won the Football Writers Association award in May, beating his City teammate Kevin De Bruyne, who won the Premier League Player of the Season award last season, and Tottenham striker Harry Kane to the honour. All 3 are on the shortlist for the Premier League's Best Player award, alongside Manchester United playmaker Bruno Fernandes, Aston Villa's Jack Grealish, and Liverpool winger Mohamed Salah. West Ham midfielder Thomas Tuchel and Chelsea's Mason Mount have also been nominated. Diaz was the first defender to win the FWA, that's the Football Writers Association Award, since Liverpool's Steve Nicol back in 1989, a recognition for his performances in the heart of the City defense, which was a major factor in the club winning the Premier League. City's title triumph is also reflected in the list of nominees for the managerial award, with Pep Guardiola named on the 5-man shortlist. Brendan Rodgers, who guided Leicester City to the FA Cup title, is also in contention alongside Leeds' Marcelo Bielsa, West Ham's David Moyes, and Ole Gunnar Solskjaer of Manchester United. Southgate, of course, okay, those are the nominees for the Premier League Manager of the Year award. Elsewhere, Trent Alexander-Arnold has been named in England's 26-man squad for this year's European Championships. And of course, Liverpool fullback Alexander-Arnold is one of the 4 right-backs, while injured though Harry Maguire and Jordan Henderson are both included too. Boss Gareth Southgate had cut the 7 players, had to cut 7 players from his provisional list. Mason Greenwood withdrew through injury, and Jesse Lingard, Aaron Ramsdale, Ben White, Ben Godfrey, James Ward-Prowse, and Oli Watkins all left out. Let's look at the full list for England at this year's Euro Championships, and we'll have goalkeepers Dean Henderson, Sam Johnston, Jordan Pickford. The defenders are John Stones, Luke Shaw, Harry Maguire, who is still battling with injury, Trent Alexander-Arnold, Kyle Walker, Tyrone Mings, Rhys James, Conor Cody, Ben Chilwell, and Kieran Trippier. And of course, the midfielders are Mason Mount, Declan Rice, Jordan Henderson, Jude Bellingham, just 17 years of age, and Calvin Phillips of Leeds United. The forwards are Harry Kane, the captain of the side, Marcus Rashford, Raheem Sterling, Dominic Calvert-Lewin, and Phil Foden, not forgetting Jack Grealish, Jadon Sancho, and Bukayo Saka. Elsewhere, let's talk about the European Super League, where the European Super League has formally filed a complaint against UEFA and FIFA with the highest court in the European Union. The EU Court of Justice's official Twitter page confirms. Now, Super League officials claim that UEFA and FIFA are in violation of EU competition rules and do not have the authority to prevent the remaining clubs, Real Madrid, Juventus, and Barcelona, from breaking away and avoiding potential sanctions. Now, the case filed with the Court of Justice will reportedly determine if UEFA and FIFA have exclusivity when it comes to the organization of competitions. Both boards have threatened to remove the clubs still involved from both domestic and international competition. FIFA is already conducting a disciplinary investigation of their own. In Germany, Bayern Munich said yesterday Karl-Heinz Rummenigge will step down after 30 years in the club's hierarchy at the end of this month, with former Germany captain Oliver Kahn taking over as chairman. Rummenigge had been due to see out his contract, which expires at the end of 2021, but is leaving 6 months early to meet the end of the financial year on June 30. Now, quoting a statement from the club, it says it is strategically the most sensible and logical point in time, said Rummenigge, who is 65 years of age, with Oliver Kahn to be Bayern's chairman when the new season starts in August. Now, it is a farewell with satisfaction and pride. That was important to me, Rummenigge speaking right there. Rummenigge's departure will herald a new era at Bayern for the start of the next season, with Julian Nagelsmann also replacing Hansi Flick as coach for the campaign. Rummenigge joined the club's management in 1991 as vice president and then became chairman in 2002, overseeing an incredible period of success. With Rummenigge on board, Bayern won Bundesliga 19 times. They won the Bundesliga 19 times and lifted the Champions League trophy in 2001, 2013, and 2020. In Spain, Carlo Ancelotti has left Everton to become head coach of Real Madrid for a second time. The 61-year-old who managed Real between 2013 and 2015 has left Everton after 18 months in charge at Goodison Park. He succeeds Zinedine Zidane at Real, and the move leaves Everton searching for a sixth permanent manager in 5 years. Ancelotti has signed a 3.5-year deal at Real. A 3-year deal, I should say, at Real, and said the move represented, in quotes, an unexpected opportunity. He further added, "I have complete respect for everyone associated with Everton and hope they can achieve the exciting opportunities they have in front of them. While I have enjoyed being at Everton, I have been presented with an unexpected opportunity, which I believe is the right move for me and my family at this time." Carlo Ancelotti speaking right there. Real will present Ancelotti to the media today, while Everton said they will begin the process of appointing a new manager immediately. To the transfer market we go. Manchester City chairman Al Khaldun Mubarak says he is confident that the club will replace legendary striker Sergio Aguero. Aguero left City and scoring 260 goals in 390 appearances to become the club's all-time highest goal scorer. He joined Barcelona on a 2-year deal which was completed only on Monday. Let's hear from Mubarak.
When you are at a high level, when you're on the top, having won the league, it is not the time to actually sit back and be content. That actually would be your biggest mistake. This is the time to send a strong message that there's no contentment, that you're not satisfied with just winning the league. We lose a very important legend in Sergio Aguero. Very hard shoes to fill, but I'm confident that we will find the right player to fill those shoes.
All right, elsewhere, AC Milan are close to agreeing a permanent deal for Chelsea centre-back Fikayo Tomori. 23-year-old joined Milan on loan in January with a clause to enable the move to be made permanent at the end of the season. And we can also let you know that Barcelona will sign Spain centre-back Eric Garcia on a 5-year deal when his Manchester City contract expires next month. The La Liga club have included a buyout clause of 400 million euros in the 20-year-old's contract. Garcia's youth career began at Barcelona before he moved to Manchester City in 2017. That's the size of the package this morning. But before we go, we'll have a birthday shout out. Going out to the immediate past PRO of the Rivers State Sports Council, Barry C. Weaver. Continue to enjoy longevity. That's our prayer for you. This is coming from the Sports Writers Association of Nigeria, Rivers State chapter. All right, Emeka Dena is my name, the Odogu One of Sports. I'll be back at 3 p.m. with the rest of the guys for today's Sports Live. Until then, you have yourselves a wonderful day out there and keep the dial on Today 95.1 FM, the voice of the people. Murakosi! Thank you.
Radio has never been this good. Today 95.1 FM, Port Harcourt.
On Saturday, the 12th of June 2021, distinguished Nigerians from different walks of life will gather for the Forum, a one-day international colloquium series where seasoned speakers meet to discuss critical and burning issues about Nigeria. The Forum, with the theme, What Do Nigerians Want?, will feature the following speakers: Ibukwa Woshika, Henry Odei Ajmogubia, Mazi Samuel Ehaichuku Onwabumwa OFR, Judge Etome, Ona Ekomo, and DK Chukumirije. Date, Saturday, June 12, 2021. Time, 11 a.m. Venue, Aztec Arcom Event Center, 77 Ken Sarowiwa Road, former Stadium Road, Port Harcourt, River State. For registration and inquiries, visit www.theforumnigeria.com or call 0704-213-2217. This event is organized by the Men's League of Christ Church, Port Harcourt. The Forum, for a better Nigeria.
She no like it, got on naughty, but she go chop if you give her cucumber. Walk up from Transamadi.
No dey waka from Transamadi again o. You fit fly from Port Harcourt go any part of the world with the Kajad You Fit Fly travel packages dem wey we get from Kenya to Dubai. This na in partnership with the Miss Port Harcourt City Beauty Pageant as we join body with all the fine queens dem go party for inside Kenya and Dubai from the 12th to go reach the 18th of May o. We just shaking money of 670,000. You fit get your return flight ticket, hotel accommodation, airport transfer, Kenya and Dubai visa, menu wey be say na feed yourself, plus including a correct VIP ticket to Miss Port Harcourt City show live inside the city of Port Harcourt, plus including a free visa application to America. Or you call our number to know more information. The number na 090-185-851-77. The number again na 090-185-851-77. Our office na for 49 Iwofe Road, opposite First Bank off Adajord by Pepperoni, here for inside Pitakwa. You fit fly. Niger number 1 for travel matter and Matthias.
Don't play me your tape for artillery.
Wake up to today's quest.
Wake up.
All the news and information you need in one go. Get started with the best of sports, lifestyle, analysis, and Annie.
Can you feel it? Can you feel it?
Can you feel it? Wake up.